Now we are going to see each project what we have done so far. Okay. The very first one is okay. So we'll see the overview first. Uh, Project context, why this project, and then what is the business objective of the project, the value, and then architecture overview, like what I mean, what is the project architecture, and then what is your role, and then what is the technical details, and then what is the key achievements in that metrics, and then what is the challenges, and then learning maturity, and then we are going to give the summary, right? Okay. And this is the spoken version. So what we will do is each project we will have content and then spoken version. We will see both of that. First, this project aimed to monetize the ACT assessment research workflow by replacing the fragmented legacy tools with the centralized cloud-based research information management system. The goal was to support the secure creation, transformation, and publishing of assessment items through the pipeline based parallel processing. The objective, right, was to streamline the assessment operations, improve the research productivity, ensure the secure and the metadata management. Basically, it is reducing the manual publishing errors and enable the scalable content processing for large test programs. And we have a architecture overview. The system consists of SPA, web interface for authorizing and research workflows, middleware orchestration using the Spring Boot, and actor-based processing pipeline built using the Play framework plus Akka, and then the Postgres SQL for metadata, and then queue management, and then content persistence, and then AWS Cloud for hosting, ECS Fargate for compute, and then S3 for storage, CloudFront for distribution, and API gateway and then Lambda for no API integrations, and then CloudWatch for observability. And we use Okta for SSO or IDC authentication. It supports parallel pipeline for transmission, publishing, validation, and QA monitoring. My role, I work as a full stack developer and application lead responsible for architecture contribution, technical design decisions, and then cross module integrations, and then cloud enabled deployment, and guiding the UI and then backend roadmap for the assessment tower. So technical details, how we used created the front end for Angular 15 TypeScript, and then RxJS, and then SPA with the dynamic form and then allocations, and then backend for Java Spring Boot for middleware, and REST API slash SOAP API orchestration, and parallel pipeline like framework plus actor for long running workloads, and then DB for Postgres SQL for metadata plus Q statement, state management. And then cloud, AWS, ECS Fargate, and then API Gateway, S3, CloudFront, and then Lambda, and then CloudWatch. Security for Okta SSO, OIDC integration. And then testing, we used Jasmine or the Karma with the coverage reports. And then pattern used Chrome actor model, microservices, asynchronous queue, and then distributed workflow, and then SPA single page application microservices, and then reactive programming. What is the key achievement? Reduce the research operations delays by enabling the automated publishing pipeline instead of the manual processing, improve the throughput using the actor-based parallel processing for long-running assessment workloads, improve the UI productivity with the reusable component libraries, and then localization features, and enhanced the system security with the Okta based authentication for cross module login, enable the scalable deployment through the containerized workload on AWS Fargate. Challenges and then learning maturity. One key challenge was handling asynchronous pipeline workflow with various execution stages and queue dependencies. Using the actor model allowed us to parallelize the workloads, enable the retries, and decouple the long running task. I also learned how to integrate the SPA distributed pipelines and SSO and deployment into a unified production ecosystem supporting research workflows. So summary format, the project name is RIMS, Research Information Management System, Assessment Tower, and the client is ACT, Education Testing, and then project context is build a centralized assessment research system, support secure content, authoring, parallel pipeline, and the cloud deployment for ACT assessment program. Business goal is to improve the research productivity, content publishing reliability, and operational efficiency while ensuring the security and then scalability. Architecture stack is Angular SPA and then Spring Boot and then Play our Akka framework and then Postgres and then AWS, Fargate, ECS and then CloudFront, Lambda and API Gateway, CloudWatch and so on. My role is full of full stack developer with the application lead. So contribution, key lead the requirement analysis and then architectural design inputs and then build the Angular SPA with the reusable components and then RxJX pipelines, implemented Play plus Akka Actor pipeline for parallel processing, integrated Spring Boot middleware and then Postgres SQL metadata storage, deployed services to the AWS Fargate with the observability, and then integrated with OIDC authentication using Okta, Angular 15, TypeScript, RxJS, Java, Spring Boot, Play, Akka, REST API, Post services, SOAP services, Postgres, SQL, and then AWS, Akka, Jasmine, Karma. And then achievements like automated publishing workflows, improved the pipeline throughput, and enhanced the security and reduced the manual intervention. Challenges and learning actor-based parallel workflow, distributed pipeline orchestration, cloud deployment, asynchronous processing, and then SSO integration.